How many times have you heard a person say, "It won't happen to me"? Well, this may be the case, but with smoking, it can happen to you with just one cigarette. Worldwide, there are approximately 1.2 billion smokers who are hooked and helpless, creating more and more problems with each cigarette. For 18 years of my life, I watched my grandpa smoke his life away. We spent countless holidays, weekends, and special occasions watching him go in and out of the hospital with bronchitis or emphysema. My grandpa always said it would never happen to him, but my senior year of high school, he died of lung cancer. So what's the point of my story? Individuals should stay away from that first cigarette. There are several issues that deal with smoking, and we're going to look at just a few reasons why you should never light up. Smoking affects the inside and the outside of your body. Starting on the outside of your body, smoking reduces the amount of collagen, which creates a wrinkled appearance. You develop fine lines and wrinkles in your face and close to your mouth. Speaking of your mouth, don't plan on showing off your pearly whites anytime soon. Smoking stains your teeth, can cause tooth decay, plaque buildup, and your teeth can eventually fall out. Looking at your hair, the chemicals you inhale from the cigarette cuts the oxygen supply to your hair. Your hair starts to become dull and brittle and eventually falls out. And last, smoking creates an unbearable stench. This stench clings to your clothes and it follows you around everywhere, to your car, to your apartment, on your loved ones, and anywhere you go. Now, that's just the outside of your body. Now let's travel to the inside of your body. As Surgeon General Rain Benjamin stated in USA Today's 2010 report, "Just one cigarette is bad. Tobacco smoke damages almost every organ in your body. One cigarette can lead to a heart attack." When looking at the cancer effects of smokers, lung cancer is the most dominant cancer we talk about when dealing with smoking, and it should be. Lung cancer is prevalent in 85% of the cases, just dealing with the smoking patient. But lung cancer isn't the only cancer that you can get. Smoking can increase your chances of esophagus, larynx, lip, mouth, pharynx, tongue, kidney, pancreas, bladder, and cervix cancer. And don't forget an increase in heart attacks, strokes, emphysema, bronchitis, pneumonia, and influenza, stated in Chemical Dependency, edited by Lauren Egendorf in 2003. Now, those are a lot of problems, but we are far from finished. Just one cigarette has over 4,000 toxic chemicals and substances. 43 of these are known and proven to cause the cancers I just stated before. But what exactly are in these cigarettes? Let's look. First, tar is in these cigarettes. Tar creates a sticky mass inside the lungs and damages your lung tissue. Ammonia is found in cigarettes and can also be found in explosives. Benzene is found in paint thinner. Formaldehyde is used to embalm the dead. Zinc is found in batteries, and pyridine is found in dog repellent sprays for gardens. Now, these chemicals are being inhaled by the smoker, but what happens to the person sitting right next to the smoker? Do they get off scot-free? Absolutely not. 53,000 non-smokers died just because of secondhand smoke, stated in John O'Neill's 2003 DVD, Secondhand Smoke, A Matter of Life and Breath. Secondhand smoke is a combination between two types of smokes, mainstream smoke and sidestream smoke. Mainstream smoke is the smoke that is inhaled by the smoker and then breathed back out. Sidestream smoke is the smoke that is continually going off of the lit tip of the cigarette. Combination of these two smokes creates irritation to the nose, throat, coughing, wheezing, respiratory, cardiovascular, and development problems to the person who isn't even smoking. Now, what are we going to do about this problem? One thing that we can push is the cigarette companies be 100% honest with their product. Cigarette companies are huge in advertising, but what they're advertising isn't always correct. Let's look at a smoker who wants to quit. They may pick up a cigarette that's low in tar, but the thing they don't know is that low in tar isn't actually government regulated, so the cigarette really isn't that low in tar. For example, a regular cigarette has 15 milligrams of tar. A low in tar cigarette has 12 milligrams of tar, which is 75% as strong as a regular cigarette, We need to get these descriptions government regulated so every smoker knows exactly what they're putting into their body. Another problem reliever would be to raise the taxes on the cigarettes. With every demand of cigarettes, cost has been the most effective while looking at behavioral changes according to Tobacco and Smoking, edited by Karen Balkin in 2005. With a 10% tax increase, adults lowered their cigarette consumption by 4%. With that same 10% tax increase, young adults lowered their consumption by 8%. Cost is a huge factor while looking at teenagers and young adults because they can't compete with the raising prices. Now, let's look at the entire picture. What do we want out of this presentation? Yeah, we want people to stop smoking, but is it really that easy? No. Smokers are addicted to the nicotine. As stated in Dolly and Frederick Gagnon's 1987 book, Switch Down and Quit, what the cigarette companies don't want you to know about smoking. The higher the nicotine content in the cigarette, the stronger the addiction and the longer it takes to quit. But it's not harder. And that's what we want to emphasize. It's not harder to quit, but the smokers think it is. If we could eliminate this problem, individuals would live healthier lives. They would keep themselves and their loved ones out of danger and stay out of the hospital. And they would also save some cash in the meantime. They could set aside this cash and pay off student loans, or put up college funds for their children, or just save it for better occasions. As Mahatma Gandhi said, it's the addiction, not the fruit of the action, that's important. You may never know what results come from your action, but if you do nothing, there will be no result. It starts with you. Start at your house. Tell your family members and your friends exactly what happens if you light that first cigarette. If they don't smoke, show them what could happen if they started. And if they do smoke, show them exactly what they're putting into their body. Don't hesitate. Be powerful with your words and teach individuals that they should stay away from that first cigarette.